Whoa. 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 Okay. Now it's working. Everything's working. Extended. You're recording. Yes, Alma is currently inhabiting the elderly proto variety. Why? Good question, dear viewer. Good question indeed. Why anything is the case at this point? Who knows at all? Who knows? Arma is recording these videos simply as a form of entertainment. There is no something. Well, oh yeah, look, the horrific tracking of this arm is being caused by me dropping this horrible controller over and over again until it's probably going to break soon. It's horrible, dear viewer. I hate it. Oh, smooth movement. Wow. The Critique of Pure Reason is a book you should read. Why do I recommend this? Because The Critique of Pure Reason is a book about thought and thought in general, and how thought is possible, and how thought is formed, and all the other things. And even if you don't understand the form, or if you're not interested in thought in general, the way Kant is writing in that is going to give you a very nice and neat rational framework to think in, to, use your noggin. The groundwork on the metaphysics of morals, on the other hand, is simply a good book. I've been reading it in German. There is this notion on salty licorice that it's bad, but it's not. I think it's good. I've been eating the salty licorice. That is the saltiest in the world. I've eaten 2 jars of it. It's a good licorice. You should try it, dear viewer. Oh my god, I'm gonna cough. Carolina Reaper licorice too. Actually, I've eaten a jar of that, and it's really, really good. I really want to buy more, but I don't know which to buy. Dear viewers, should I buy the salty licorice, the Carolina Reaper licorice? I don't know. There's something about integrals in math that I really, really hate. It's just the mental work of doing an integral, of doing the reverse of the derivative, that is just way too annoying. But vectors and analytical geometry are horrific. Not in the sense that I'm scared of them, because no one is scared of vectors, but it is just horrible. It requires a form of spatial intuition, and I've been making models too, but it's horrible. And like numbers are horrible, especially the vector product. I don't know the Formel auswendig, und dann muss ich einfach die ganze Zeit immer einfach schreiben, die Formel mit einer Hilfsmittel. Nicht Hilfsmittel, sondern Lernhilfe. It's horrific. Now, my opinion on mosquitoes is that I just dislike them. I hate mosquitoes. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, dear reviewer, I'm looking at the window of this window and specifically. Hello, window. What secrets lieth past thine border? Having a clue. The window is not talking, unfortunately. I think it will be a really great world to live in where windows talked, because at least then we'd be able to ask them what lies past. But in a sense, I guess the eyes ask the window already what is past the window. Is that interesting, dear reader? Your eyes are constantly asking the window what is past you. But how come? What is a question anyway? I don't want to wish to get too philosophical. But a question is something that requires an answer, or that is resolved by an answer. And who says that questions and answers may be non-verbal, maybe only be verbal? Any form of communication is allowed to happen between a question. Oh my god, what is wrong with this tracking? Any form of thing is allowed to be thinged regarding answers and questions. Any form of communication, I mean. And therefore, if communication is just the exchange of information between two parties, then I suppose that eyes can exchange information with this window. My eyes. And therefore they're talking to this window, which means my eyes are asking questions. And the question is being, window, what is? What's the word for it? Beyond you. Where the answer is simply the information that the eye gets out of the window when it is asked. But funnily enough, eyes don't even ask the question. They just kind of get the information, but the question still remains. Because any answer to anything always precedes a question, and whether or not the question is asked in the first place is completely irrelevant, dear reader. Because at the end of the day, if there was no question, then there would be no answer. The question has to exist in the first place for the answer to make sense at all. And if the things that you see make sense, then there is a question that is being asked. Check out my symbol here. Isn't it cool? It says RT. You know what? So Arma would like to say that this avatar currently that they're using is definitely one of their favorites they have seen so far. Dear reader, Arma would not like to hear any comments. Arma will not hear any comments saying, I know what you are. But I would like to say the patterns of this garb are very appealing. Stripes. It is simply a good thing. But the thing that Arma really dislikes about this avatar is its polygon count and its weird topology, especially on the hands. Arma would like to show the reader that the hands barely move. I know that they are out of focus, but the wrist currently barely moves, as you can see with the articulation of the hands. But the topology is horrific in this part of the wrist. There are a lot of polygons that are way too unnecessary. It is possible that this avatar would have half the polygons it currently has. And you know what's even worse, dear reader? With this again. The glove is currently a toggleable object, and whatever modifier was used in making it, they forgot to turn on backface culling in Unity because the backface of this thing is clearly visible and rather glitched. How dare they? How dare they? What a perfect avatar ruined. Well, it's not ruined, but what a perfect avatar just made worse. Look at the tracking, look. Goodness gracious, dear reader. Meow. And Arma would not like to mention why they have this soundboard, because Arma knows not themselves. That's just how it is. Arma does not know why they have this soundboard. It is up to the reader to interpret why Arma has this soundboard. There's some other soundboard thing that Arma has. Check it out, dear reader. They have Morse code on this, and Arma has studied Morse code. O R S E C O D E H E L L O D. Arma does not know how many beeps this was. D E A R E A D E R M Y N A M E I S A R M A M E N D 0. The observant reader has understood the message. Goodness gracious, the tracking is horrible. Arma has dropped these controls way too many times, and now the tracking is just... Whoa, look the reader. Arma is currently sitting with her hands neatly with them, and this is just happening. Goodness gracious. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. One more fun fact, Arma is currently using their PC microphone instead of their headset microphone, which means that their voice may be very inconsistent throughout this recording. Arma is in this world because they are currently enjoying the atmosphere. It seems appropriate for their state of mind. That's perhaps the most sincere message Arma has ever said in this channel. Wow. Goodness gracious. Amma wishes the reader to give them a moment. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Explosions are to be had, explosions are to be made, but no explosions are to be experienced. Amen. Seven 6554112A AR percent TYUI 775380101A. Dash dot 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 dash 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 dot dot dash dash dot dash dot dash dot no dash dot 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 dash dot dot dash dash dot dot dash dot dot dash dot dot. Arma did not mean that. If the reader is feeling that this was directed to them, of course. There's something funny about shelves, honestly. Why are they even a thing? I feel like that question is funnier than the question for shelves, honestly. Goodness gracious. Arma is left-handed, and they're also colorblind. Why am I getting a friend request from someone called VR Questy? Do you really not see where this goes? What in the world? VR Questy really now? What? Dear reader, where do you think this will go? Who is this? What in the world? Arma will not read out their bio. Oh. Their name has been said already. Arma would like to apologize to all the viewers and readers of the world. Arma is going to boop them with a thinking emoji. That's a good question. What was Arma on about? Yes, color blindness. It is a very, 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 very pressing issue in most of their avatars. It doesn't have easy fixes, unfortunately. But oh well. It is what it is at the end of the day. This person sent Arma a thumbs up emoji. Why? Why? please. Arma will not join them. They're in a public instance called Super VR Ball. Looks like they will lead to problems. Because Arma has no inherent wish to have anything to do with VR games. And they are very much someone who doesn't play VR chat. They just play VR without the chat. Anyhow, it's time to explode.